Hello and welcome to your fluid form yoga flow to help release tension and increase mobility. We'll begin today in a child's pose, coming to sit at the back of your mat, bringing your big toes to touch, your knees to the edge of the mat, and on an exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat, allowing your upper body to fold onto the mat. Taking a moment here to connect with the breath, catching up with your inhales and your exhales, and noticing the rhythm of your breath. If it's slow or fast, deep or shallow. And let's begin to alter the breath by breathing in for a count of 4, holding at the top, and then exhaling for a count of 4. Continue at this pace to shift the body into a calmer state of being. Take 2 more breaths. On your last breath, slide your right arm across your body over to the other side and hold here. Breathing in this pose to allow a beautiful shoulder stretch and side body stretch. Take 1 more breath here. On your last breath, bring your right hand back to center, and this time bring your left arm across your body and hold here to feel a beautiful shoulder stretch and side body stretch on the other side. Take 1 more breath here. On your last breath, push into your hands and roll your upper body up, bringing your hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Let's begin with some cat-cows. Inhale to prepare, and on an exhale, arch through the back, making a smile line with your spine, bringing the gaze to look up towards the sky. Hold here, and then exhale to round through the back, bringing the head to tuck between the arms, and hold here in your cow. Inhale to make a smile line with your spine, bringing the gaze up towards the sky, and then on an exhale, reverse this motion, bringing the head between the arms and rounding through the back. Repeat this rhythm, linking the breath with the movement to open up through the spine, release tension, and create more mobility through the back. Take 3 more breaths here. On your last breath, walk your hands forward an inch, lift your hips up towards the sky, straightening through the legs, coming in to a downward dog. Hold here as you push your heels into the mat to feel a deep stretch down the back of your legs. On an exhale, round through the back, bringing the shoulders in line with the wrists and coming in to a plank pose. Hold here for a breath as you tuck the core into the spine. On an exhale, bend through the elbows, lowering the body down onto the mat. Lift the chest, straightening through the arms, bringing the gaze to look up towards the sky, coming in to an upward facing dog. Hold here for 2 breaths as we stretch through the torso and open up through the lower back. On your last breath, come up high on your toes and push your hips up towards the sky, coming into a downward dog. Lowering your heels into the mat to deepen the stretch down the back of your legs. Take 1 more breath here. On your last breath, walk your hands back to your feet and hold in a forward fold. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, lift your hands to your knees, coming into a halfway lift. And then exhale to release your hands back down on the mat. On an exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, begin to roll yourself all the way up until the crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Once here, find stillness in your mountain pose as you flip your palms to face the front of the mat. Hold here for a breath, and then on your exhale, step your right foot forward, bringing your back left foot on a 45-degree angle, your palms in prayer position on your lower back, and on an exhale, lower your upper body over your right leg, coming in to a pyramid pose. There is always the option to bring your hands down to frame your front foot if this feels more comfortable for you. Take 2 more breaths in your variation. On your last breath, bring your right hand inside your right foot and lift your left arm up towards the sky, coming in to a triangle. Hold here for 3 breaths as we open up through the chest and stretch through the legs. On your last breath, push into your right hand, bend through your right knee, and lift your upper body up, bringing your arms in a T shape, coming in to a warrior 2. Gaze is looking over your right fingertips. Hold here for 3 more breaths. On your last breath, walk your left foot in an inch, and with your left hand, hold on to your left foot, bringing your right arm up and long, coming in to a dancer's pose. Hold here for 3 breaths as we strengthen through your right leg and improve your balance. On your last breath, lower your left foot onto the mat, bringing your left toes on a 45-degree angle. Bend through your right knee, and on an exhale, windmill your right arm up overhead, bringing your left hand on your left leg, coming in to a peaceful warrior. Hold here for 3 breaths as we open up through the side body and the chest. On your last breath, Windmill both hands back down onto the mat. Step your right foot to meet your left and pull your hips up towards the sky, coming in to a downward dog. Hold here for a breath. On an exhale, roll your upper body forward, bringing your shoulders in line with your wrists. And then bend through the elbows, lowering your body onto the mat. Once here, straighten through the elbows, lifting up your chest and bringing the gaze to look up towards the sky, coming in to an upward facing dog. Hold here for 2 breaths. And then on an exhale, push your hips up and back, coming back into a downward dog. Begin to walk your hands back to meet your feet and hold here for a forward fold. On an exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, begin to roll your upper body up until the crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Find stillness in your mountain pose with your palms facing the front of the mat. Bring your left foot forward and your back right foot on a 45-degree angle. Bring your palms in prayer position on your lower back, and on an exhale, tilt your upper body over your left leg, coming in to a pyramid pose. There is always the option to bring your hands down to frame your left foot if this feels more comfortable for you. Take 3 more breaths in your variation. On your last breath, push into your hands, bend through your right knee, bringing your arms in a T shape, coming in to a warrior 2. Gaze is looking over your right fingertips. Take 2 more breaths here. On your last breath, walk your right leg in an inch and bring your right hand to hold your right foot. Bring your left arm long and hold here for a dancer's pose. Pushing your right foot into your right hand to challenge your balance a little bit more. Hold here for 2 more breaths. On your last breath, lower your right leg down onto the mat, bend through your left leg, and windmill your left arm up overhead, bringing your right hand on your right leg. Hold here for 2 more breaths. On your exhale, windmill both arms back down onto the mat. Bring your right leg to meet your left leg and hold here for a plank. On an exhale, bend through the elbows and lower the upper body down onto the mat. Once here, straighten through your arms, lifting the chest up and bringing the gaze to look up towards the sky, coming in to an upward facing dog. Hold here for 2 breaths. And then on an exhale, push your hips back, bringing your hips in line with your knees, and lengthen the arms long, coming in to a happy puppy pose. Hold here for 3 more breaths as we stretch through the torso and lengthen through the arms. On your last breath, walk your hands back to your hips, bring the toes to face the edge of the mat on a 45-degree angle, palms are in prayer position, and elbows are pressing against the knees, coming in to a yogi squat. Hold here for 3 breaths as we open up through the hips. On your last breath, lower your hands down onto the mats, bring the big toes to touch and your knees to the edge of the mat, coming in to a child's pose. Allow yourself to find stillness and reconnect with your breath. Noticing how you feel from the start of the practice and enjoying this moment here with you as you breathe. On your last breath, push into your hands and lift your body up, coming into a seated position. On an exhale, windmill your arms up overhead, bringing your palms to touch, and then lower your hands down to heart center. Sealing the practice with gratitude and thanking yourself for the small habits like practicing a yoga flow that will have a positive ripple effect to your health. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope to see you in the next video soon. Namaste.